Mr. Fallis, please vote. Thank you. The motion to close the nominations carries unanimously. I will be bringing around a ballot for you to write down your vote.
January the 5th, 2026, first council meeting of the year.
We will return momentarily.
Secret vote count.
Mayor, what I shared with some of the men and meeting and others, and just I didn't share this with them, but what I felt was like when these guys are bringing legislation to us to find out on Friday or Wednesday, we don't know what's coming until we see it. It seems like whatever they feel that is important that they're working on, that's what they're submitting, not necessarily what you want to see, what the administration. So what we're saying is we're going to meet with you guys regularly. We're going to give you the topics of the things that are
bring those things up to manage.
but sometimes they don't, but they need to, right? But because maybe they're not thinking about it. I'm not criticizing them. They might not be thinking, but when you start talking about before the next council meeting, they should know already what they're going to be submitting. Well, what I told them is, I said, I'm going to give them a list. Talk to you. We go through a whole list. Okay, there's the one for address the issues with this zone, address the issues with the clean and mean. Let's address the issues with the TIF district. There's a whole list of things that we need to be working on and not wait and say, no, this is what we want by this meeting, but this month we want these two. We want these two. Because I'm sitting here saying, I was expecting a full this for the first of the year. There's nothing here. And so you guys, and we did get an email from Parliament this afternoon saying he was going to be a few days and there's a voodoo contact in his absence.
I see that he did make an outline of this.
Yeah.
Take a lot of time.
He takes off a lot. And half of the time, I don't know when he takes off. I find out when I call him and I get a message that he's away. I'm just wondering. I don't know.
They got a live mic going.
He stayed off quite a bit. But last year he was off. He was off too. But I asked him and the others, I said, look, when you submit your time request on, who approves for you? I do. Themselves. That's not how it works. It has to be me, but it has to be through the office of the city service director. Okay? You just put your own request and approve anything of whatever you want and don't inform anyone. That's just especially when there are some very important things happen. Oh, there's things that we need. We got we're rolling now. We got the one by thing in and I did have a call with Sheffield Lake and their people. They're fine. They're good. They're good. Just Jack gave us a brief rundown on their cost prescriptions.
I saw that.
See that? He's going to give us a full breakdown of $1 million savings and $2 million savings. But when we look at the list he gave us, Lorain, our plan, our employees are paying 7%. Others are paying 35%. That's so. But that help us just on that alone. That alone. Right?
Okay.
For purposes of today's meeting and today's meeting only, the chairperson will be Mr. Demakia.
Hey.
Okay.
We're gonna start at roll call.
Tony DeMacchio was voted in to be the president pro temp for this meeting only. He beat out Mary Springowski. Joel is still sick.
Attendance.
He had a hip replacement.
Resume the regular meeting. Roll call.
We have all 11 members present this evening. Absent is President Arredondo.
At this time, we'll entertain a motion.
We need to excuse the absent member, please.
Can I get a motion to excuse the absent member, please? Mr. Thornsberry? I so move. Ms. Springowski?
Support and point of order. We are out of order in that we have to open the meeting with the pledge, according to the agenda.
We can do this vote and then go back.
Okay, let's do this vote and then we'll go back to the pledge. We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Yes. Mr. Durwal, please vote. Ms. Torres, Ms. Gonzalez, thank you. The motion to excuse the absent member carries unanimously.
Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
Well, I see Kate is watching. So the first 5 minutes when they were back there counting the votes, there was an open mic with Jack Bradley and Ray Carey on whispering and talking. And I got it on tape.
The order of business to consider item 3C, nomination election of President Pro Tem. Thornsberry?
Yes, at this time I'll make a motion to suspend the normal order of business to consider a pro temp.
Mr. Arroyo?
Support.
Roll call.
Mr. Fallis, please vote. The motion to suspend the regular order of business carries unanimously, and we will move on to item 3C, nominations and election for the position of President Pro Tem.
Mr. Thornsberry?
Yes, I nominate Councilman Tony DeMacchia.
Wow.
I do need a second. Mr. Arroyo?
Support.
Wow. Thornsberry's going with DeMacchia. They both live in the 8th Ward.
No other nominations?
Look
A
at
motion to close nominations?
looking at Durwal.
Since there are no other. Mr. Thornsberry?
Move to close nominations.
That's it.
Mr. Arroyo?
Support.
Roll call.
The motion to close the nominations carries unanimously. I will be passing out your ballot for you to place your vote.
There's only one guy on the ballot. Lean closer so we can catch you on that mic.
Hey.
I don't need motion.
Check.
There's no nominated.
You don't get one vote on it.
This is a joke council meeting, huh? Lean over there and start talking again, Ray.
No camera. This has ever got. Our buddies aren't here tonight. That's this. Our buddies aren't here. I wonder why.
They're talking about Aaron Knapp.
Give them a designation for, what do they call it? Disability. They be careful when I say that.
He must I gave you that.
Uh-huh. Our buddy's not here, huh? They're talking about Aaron Knapp.
Okay. Your clerk and I have had a chance to review the ballots. They're in proper order. Mr. Banki has been elected President Pro Tem.
Thank you. I'd like to resume regular order. Item 3A.
Item 3A is the discussion establishing the council rules.
If everybody recalls, we had a discussion on December 8th meeting about our council rules. Is there any discussion at this time?
The new people, are you going to discuss or are you going to sit there like bumps? Come on, Eileen.
Ms. Suarez.
At the last meeting, it seemed to me that there was question about whether or not the closed circuit camera would be in use. Is that still an item to talk about?
Not at this point. Okay. That is not a council rule. I think we kind of discussed that a little bit to your point. This body never made it a rule, nor did it, or anybody of this city take a vote on that particular item. That was just something that kind of fell in place during COVID and remained in place by our former clerk.
Thank you.
Well, make a motion and put it on there now.
If there are no other comments or questions, concerns, this will be discussed at item 11A as well for a vote. Mr. Fallis?
So, if there's something I'm sorry. So if there's something in the council rules that I'd like to change, is now the time to do that, or I wait till?
We'll wait until we get some time. We'll wait till 11A for that discussion.
11A? Okay,
if it's
great.
necessary to amend, we can do that.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that clarification.
Thank you. Seeing nothing further, 3B.
Item Item 3B is President Arredondo's standing committee recommendations and the appointment to the Tax Incentive Review Board. In his absence, the Tax Incentive Review Board appointment will occur at the next regular meeting. We will need a motion to concur with the committee recommendations, though.
Mr. Thornsberry.
I move to concur with the committee recommendations.
Can I get a second? Ms. Carter.
Second.
Any discussion? Please vote.
Mr. Fallis, please vote. Thank you. The motion to concur with the committee recommendations carries unanimously. No, not a D.
Item 3D.
Item 3D is the nominations and appointment of the Clerk of Council and the Deputy Clerk of Council for the 2026-2027 term of council.
Ms. Bogowski.
Yes, at this time, I would nominate Brianna Dull as council clerk and Maggie Parton as deputy clerk.
Mr. Thornsberry.
Support.
Please vote.
The motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Did she get
Item
sworn in?
4A.
Supposed to get sworn in. I guess they don't follow that rule. Disposition of minutes from December the 15th.
Okay, gotcha. Just need one. Okay, that was a nomination. Now I will need a motion to appoint both of those positions and a second. Ms. Rogowski.
Motion to appoint.
And Mr. Thornsberry.
Support.
Please vote.
The motion to appoint carries unanimously. Thank you.
Item 4A.
Did she get sworn in?
Item 4A is the disposition of the December 15th, 2025 regular meeting minutes.
I have a motion to concur. Ms. Rogowski.
Motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes.
Mr. Durwell.
Support.
Please vote.
All right.
The motion carries unanimously.
Item 5A. Rogowski.
Motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes.
Mr. Durwell.
Support.
I went backwards.
Please vote.
The motion carries unanimously.
Item 5A.
Item 5A is correspondence from Mayor Bradley to members of council, sharing the 2025 accomplishments and the 2026 goals of each department in the city of Lorain.
Ms. Rogowski.
Motion to receive and file, please.
Mr. Fallis.
Support motion.
Please vote.
The motion carries unanimously.
Mayor, any comments?
So I try to
Microphone, please.
Please.
That live mic.
so I try to give a report to council at the beginning of every year regarding what the different departments have accomplished during the year and what their goals are. This year I decided to make a little booklet so you could have it with you, keep us on our toes. If we don't do what we have said we were going to do, this is actually pursuant to one of your rules, 13, says that every year the directors annually have to give you a report regarding their department. So we're actually just complying with your rules by doing this. The other thing I wanted to mention is that America is celebrating its 250th birthday this year. And, you know, Lorain County has a committee that is going to be doing certain events during the year, especially around the 4th of July. And Rick Soto is going to be our point person for the city of Lorain for the 250th anniversary of the United States. And so he has already started to develop some plans, but I welcome any members of council. If you have any ideas or thoughts about the 250th birthday of the United States, or things that we might want to do, or things that we should do. One of the things that we had thought about, because we had gone to a kindness event, and they really honored our three police officers. Officer Wagner, who was ambushed and was deceased, and our other two officers who were wounded, and they honored them. And they asked us to join a kindness movement. And so Rick is working on trying to put together maybe 250 acts of kindness that we, as members of the community, representatives of the community, but also members of the community themselves, can do some acts of kindness, and we'll kind of, list those acts of kindness and make us a kinder city. So again, if you have any thoughts or questions or ideas, please give them to Rick. He's developing his plan at the present time, and he would appreciate any input from any of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Bradley. Councilman Fallis.
Yeah, through the chair to the mayor, I really like the idea of the acts of kindness. I think that's great. It can, those 200 acts can perpetuate themselves or be exponential in our community. I think that's great. I'm just curious as to whether that's just an event we're going to do in 2026, or you would like to see that happen in the future as well.
So, if we join this kindness movement, then it would be something that we would continue to do on a yearly basis. And so
just follow the
Rick
law.
and I got a lot of information. They've given us some information regarding that, and we hope it works out well this year, and then we'll continue it in the future.
Thank you. Item 6A.
We have Treasurer Soto's correspondence recommending council to consider appointing Julia Ecker and Dana Oslawi to serve as members of the Board of Review, and the mayor to consider appointing Michelle Pullen as his appointment per Ohio Revised Code, Chapter 718, and Lorain Codified Ordinance 192.18.
Ms. Frangowski.
Motion to receive and file, please.
Mr. Fallis.
Yeah, those are excellent selections for those positions, and I would support Mayor Sprangowski's motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Please vote. I think we're going to need a concurrence with the appointments from both Treasurer Soto and Mayor Bradley.
Do we want to withdraw those?
So I'll need a withdrawal of that.
I'll make the motion to withdraw my previous motion, and then in turn make the motion to concur with those appointments.
Mr. Fallis.
I support that motion.
Please vote.
The motion to concur carries unanimously.
Item 6B.
Item 6B is correspondence from the Supreme Court of Ohio relative to the Court Appeals case numbers 24CA012095 and 24CA012142. Tia Hilton versus City of Lorain.
Ms. Kempton.
Receive and file.
Discuss it.
Mr. Fallis. Please vote.
Discuss the lawsuit.
The motion to receive and file carries unanimously.
Item 7A.
We have correspondence received from the Ohio Division of Liquor Control advising of a new C1 permit application received for Nothing But Growth LLC grain store located at 912 West 9th Street in the 2nd Ward.
Ms. Kempton.
I move to authorize the clerk to notify the board that I have no complaint.
Ms. Frangowski.
Support.
Please vote.
The motion carries unanimously.
Item 8.
There's none.
Item 9.
We have one member of the public signed up to speak this evening, and that is Aubrey Norton, and the topic is pit bulls.
Ms. Norton here. Ms. Norton in the room? She may have left. Going once, twice, gone. That's it.
That is it.
Item 10.
There is none.
Item 11.
Our first item was introduced by Mr. Demakia, a resolution enacting the rules of council from January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2027, repealing resolution number 1-24 and declaring an emergency.
And I will make a motion to suspend the rules. Mr. Frangowski, support. Please vote.
The rules suspended.
Any discussion? Mr. Fallis, your light's on?
Yes. My discussion on this particular matter is I think that we need to add the word prayer to this rules of council. In the United States of America, there's a big misunderstanding between the separation of church and state. The founding fathers were wise enough to realize that in the 4th century, Julius Caesar said that all the people in Rome had to be the religion of Christianity. But our founding fathers realized that a religious belief starts in the hearts and minds of men and women, and it cannot be dictated by the rules of government. So that was their premise as to why they want to have a separation of church and state. If you read in our Constitution, the Constitution of the United States of America says that in its opening line, it says, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endued by their Creator with certain unalienable rights." Our founding fathers, 250 years ago, acknowledged God, and I think we need to acknowledge Him in our prayer. If you take a look at your dollar bill, on the back, it says, "In God we trust." There's two profound reasons why there is God in government, in the currency of the United States of America, and in the founding Constitution. Now, why should we have prayer? What is the benefit of prayer? I'm going to give you a couple of scriptures as to why there's a benefit of prayer. If there was no benefit, I wouldn't be speaking here tonight. But there's a couple scriptures that I think are very appropriate tonight, and I'm going to give you that.
Also, add in there say your oath at the beginning of every meeting.
It reads, "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See," and this is the Lord speaking, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." Now, I think our city has a lot of wilderness and wastelands. And I'll just give you a typical example of that. It's employment and prosperity. I think it's incumbent upon this body to pray that God Almighty will open up ways in the wilderness to bring prosperity in our city. There's people in our city that are hurting. They're hurting in a lot of different ways on the inside. We as a body should be praying for them. They have wilderness. They have wilderness in their lives, and they need to have prayer. Why should we continue to pray? Because the Word of God says that His Word is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. It says if we ask Him for wisdom, He will grant that to us wisdom. We all need a little wisdom in this place. We don't know everything. He does, but we don't. He created the foundation of the earth. He knows the beginning from the end. But if we don't petition Him for what we need in our city, that's shameful, because you know what? There's going to be a lot of other cities in our state that are doing that. They're petitioning and asking for His help. So I would urgently ask that every member on the city council vote to add prayer at the beginning of our rules of council. Thank you for your diligence in this matter.
How about your oath?
So we have a motion to amend. He did not make a motion. Are you making a motion to amend?
Thank you.
I'm going to need you to make a motion to amend.
I make the motion to amend the rules of council to add the word prayer. Thank you for that clarity.
That would need to be Rule 16, number 1.
Rule 16, number 1. Thank you for that clarity as well. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Mr. Durwell?
I'll support.
Please vote.
Ms. Torres, please vote. The motion carries with 3 dissenting votes. Voting no are Mr. Demakia, Ms. Torres, and Ms. Gonzalez. The motion to amend carries.
Wow.
Now I need a motion to pass excuse me. I am making a motion to pass as amended. Ms. Springowski.
Support as amended.
Please vote. Before we take that vote, is there any other discussion? I see no lights on, but I do want to offer that opportunity for folks. Ms. Torres?
I really believe that the separation of church and state is as it should be. I think everyone in here prays and understands the power of prayer. However, I do not feel comfortable inserting prayer, which leads to religion, into this. Simple opinion.
Thank you. And just to clarify, we are voting on council rules. This is just an amendment to rule number 16.
I believe we have a motion from Mrs. Springowski to pass as amended.
I supported Mr.
Mr. I'm sorry, I missed it. I apologize.
Yep.
Okay.
Seeing no discussion, please vote.
The motion to accept the resolution as amended carries with 1 dissenting vote from Ms. Torres.
Item 11B.
Item B is introduced by Mr. Demakia, a resolution declaring it necessary to levy a renewal of the 1.7 mil property tax to supplement the general fund for the purpose of providing and maintaining adequate and consistent fire service, apparatus, building, or sites, therefore, of the city of Lorain, and declaring an emergency.
We'll move to suspend the rules, please. Mr. Durwell.
I'm going to suspend the rules.
You're going to support.
That would be to support.
I'm sponsoring the legislation, Mr. Durwell.
Okay. Why didn't they get training in the month of December?
Please vote.
These guys are all drunk, probably.
The motion to suspend the rules carries unanimously.
Is there any discussion?
Nah, they don't discuss shit.
Mayor Bradley.
What's he gonna say?
Mayor, hold on 1 second, though. Mr. Fallis, you had a comment?
Yeah, I do. Quick comment. Safety is job 1 in anything, city government, at your home, in business. And so we need to maintain that certain level of services. So I will be in agreement to support this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Durwell?
Just answer public
Yes,
question.
I also, if anyone doesn't know, was a firefighter for 31 years.
We all know.
And I completely understand why this is so important to our city. The safety of our city is #1 priority. And I would just make sure that, you know, the citizens understand that and support this issue.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take a pay cut.
And now I'll turn to Mayor Bradley. Thank you for your patience.
So I just want to say that when I work with the fire department on a daily basis, and they just do a fantastic job. I know you read in the newspaper all the time, fires that they have to handle in any weather condition, and they have to deal with attempting to save people's lives. And we want to make sure that we maintain the fire force that we currently have. And this is not a new tax. This is just a renewal. This is just keeping the money that they already have. So I know I'm going to be out there supporting this levy, and I hope that our members of council support this levy. One good thing is I went through the budget, and I looked at what the fire department spent in 2025, and they actually spent less money in 2025 than they spent in 2024. And that was because we had talked to the fire department and all our departments to see if they could help us do better with our budget. And that's unbelievable that they spent less, and they actually had money left in their budget at the end of the year, which goes away. You don't get to transfer it to the next year. Then the auditor has to deal with what she has to deal with. But I just thought it was such a great thing that.
Here we go. Buffering. They did good for a half hour. They should take that budget, that money they saved in the fire department, and fix this television. Use some of your brains, Jack. I got to go through this whole thing again. Yep, the live stream ain't on. This ain't my problem. This is the city. They don't want to fix this live stream, but they spent about $100,000 on IT last year because I seen the Board of Control paying it. And they can't fix this. This is their Wi-Fi. The problem with the city's Wi-Fi. Boy, it's going to be fun to find out who Ray and Jack were talking about when they had that hot mic going. Yeah, got to reboot that. Yeah. See, they got a bad Wi-Fi. Bad Wi-Fi.
So there are over 65,000 people here. We need.
You need what? We need you to answer your public records requests.
Our fire department and the services that they provide. I would strongly encourage everyone to support them and to support the residents and their safety with this levy renewal. Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no other comments, I'll now make a motion to approve. Mr. Durwal.
Support.
Please vote.
The resolution is passed unanimously.
Item 11C.
Item C is introduced by Mr. Thornsberry, an ordinance authorizing the Director of Public Safety Service to make application to the Ohio Department of Transportation on behalf of the City of Lorain for 90-10 funding for planned safety improvements on Broadway in the City of Lorain.
Mr. Thornsberry.
Thank you, Mr. President Pro Tem. I move for suspension of the rules.
Mr. Fallis.
Support motion.
Please vote.
The rule is suspended.
Any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Thornsberry.
I now move for passage.
Mr. Fallis.
Support motion.
Please vote.
The ordinance is passed unanimously.
Item 11D.
Item D is also introduced by Mr. Thornsberry, an ordinance authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract for the purchase of materials and supplies, concrete for the City of Lorain from Terminal Ready Mix.
Mr. Thornsberry.
Thank you, Mr. President Pro Tem. I move for suspension of the rules.
Mr. Fallis.
They'll okay all this stuff.
Please vote.
The rule is suspended.
Any discussion? Seeing none. Mr. Thornsberry.
I now move for passage.
Mr. Fallis.
Support motion.
Please vote.
The ordinance is passed unanimously.
Item 11E.
Item E is introduced by Mr. Thornsberry. An ordinance authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract for the purchase of materials and supplies, asphalt concrete, for the city of Lorain from Kokosing Inc.
Mr. Thornsberry.
Thank you, Mr. President Pro Temp. I move for suspension of the rules, please.
Mr. Fallis.
Support motion.
Please vote.
The rule is suspended.
Any discussion? Mr. Thornsberry.
I now move for passage.
Mr. Fallis.
Support motion.
Please vote.
The ordinance is passed unanimously.
Item 11F.
Item F is introduced by Mrs. Carter. An ordinance authorizing the auditor of the city of Lorain, Ohio, to pay an invoice submitted by the Utilities Department that invoke the then and now certification exception process as per Ohio Revised Code, Section 5705.41, and to pay for said invoices and declaring an emergency.
Ms. Carter.
Thank you, President Pro Temp, and I move for the suspension of 3 reading rule.
Mr. Can you say that a little louder in your mic, please?
No, I'm sorry. It is for the IT department.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, your agenda may say IT department. The ordinance is for the Utilities Department, just so that we're all clear. I'm sorry.
I have a motion by Ms. Sprigoski to suspend the 3 reading rule. Ms. Sprigoski.
Support.
Please vote.
The IT is changed to.
The motion was made by Mrs. Carter, supported by Mrs. Sprigoski. Okay, to suspend the 3 reading rule.
The Utilities Department.
The rule is suspended.
My apologies, Mrs. Carter.
Move for passage.
Any
They're all
discussion?
drunk or something. They're talking goofy shit.
Ms. Sprigoski.
Yes, do we have to make any notation for the agenda? Okay, just want a clarification on that. Thank you.
Thank you. No other comments? Ms. Carter.
Move for passage.
Ms. Sprigoski.
Support.
Please vote.
The ordinance is passed unanimously.
Item 12.
There's none.
Item 13.
There's none.
Committee calls. Do I have any committee calls out there? I do have one. I'd like to call Police, Fire, and Legislative Committee and all of council for department updates. And Director Carry-On, if you could have your department heads here. And mainly because we have so many new council folks on council, it'd be a good idea to have them here. Maybe ask some questions and maybe get some updates on the departments. And if you have any comments, just
They should have been training these people during the month of December like they do judges and prosecutors down in Columbus.
To our current body here at council, and especially the new ones, we have asked our managers to be able to provide a brief overview, perhaps 5, 6, 7 minutes, in terms of the main scope of what they work on, and primarily who are the contacts. So for all of you, know exactly if you have an issue, at least you know where to go to, and hopefully have a better understanding on how that department works. Certainly with the volume of work that they do, we don't expect them to cover all of it, but at least we want to give you a general overview and then be open if you want to have follow-up conversations of meetings with each particular department. We will be more than happy to arrange for that, so you can get any of your questions answered. But that'll be next week, and we did advise all of our managers to be here by 5:30. Next week.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We know you guys are so busy, so we appreciate your time. So just for clarification, that's going to be January 12th at 5:30. Right here, council chambers. Any other committee calls, Ms. Carter, your lights on?
No, sorry.
No worries. Item 15. Miscellaneous concerns of council. Write them up. Ms. Torres.
I'd like to plant a seed about sponge cities being municipalities that utilize green infrastructure to mitigate the damages done by severe storms. And green cities have processes that capture, absorb, and reuse rainwater before it overflows in the pipes. And Cincinnati is a sponge city, and I had a Zoom call with the director of environment there, and it was a very enlightening discussion about some of the steps they're taking that are helping their city. I also had a meeting last Monday with Pat McGannon, and he gave me a lot of insight about the way the water and sewage work here and how we may be able to make it more efficient. And then at the commissioners meeting, the county commissioners meeting, two entities were granted some type of approval for stormwater management, etc. So what I'd like to do is just plant in the mind of council and anyone else in earshot the idea of sponge cities, and for us to look into it so that we can work toward a city where no one has to suffer the trauma of losing their possessions and having foundations that need repair, etc. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Arroyo.
Yeah, I got a concern with First Energy. I've been turning in lights for the last 10, 11 months. The latest has been a specific one in front of 4205 Tacoma Avenue. And I asked for an update probably about a week ago, and his response was, we're in a snowstorm. If you turn in multiple lights, can you please give me all the lights? My response was, this light has been out for 2 years. The city has put 2 ribbons in it on the pole, meaning that they've gone by for the past 2 years. And his response today was, I will send a supervisor to look at the light again. My concern is I've asked for an update from the last time the supervisor has gone out to look at the pole, and it's tough to get a response from them on the reason why this light pole is out and dozens of other poles in my side of town. That is a concern. There were some car break-ins over the last few nights in that specific area. And so I really like to know what the city is really paying First Energy for these lights that are not working, when there's dozens of lights in South Lorain that are out and crime is being done because those lights are out. So it's really frustrating that the citizens on my side of town have to deal with this when we're paying for those services, and I get a half-assed response from the supervisor, and I don't even get a update on the reason the light that's been out for 2 years is still out. So can we please get an update?
Climb a pole and put a light up.
Mr. Fallis.
Yeah, regarding Angel's comment, I contacted Ohio Edison a year ago to fix the street lights on Oberlin Avenue, and I don't know why, but it took them a year. And so that's a problem. So I'm supporting what he's saying, that, if we can do anything administratively to light a fire underneath them, because they're taking way too long. The other question I have is a small issue. There is a manhole cover. There's a manhole cover close to the intersection of Park Avenue and West 30th Street. Now, that street was repaired, and there were some sewer lines put in 8-9 years ago. But what's happened there is the manhole cover is probably dipped a good 5 inches. So when you drive over there, it's positioned in the street where your tires go, right? And so I don't know whether it's a street department issue or utilities issue. So perhaps you could follow up.
I tried to get them to fix our manhole cover 6 years ago, and they last 7 years ago, and they told me to fuck off.
Thank you.
Springowski never showed up.
No other concerns. I'll take a motion. Hold on 1 second. Treasurer Soto.
Thank you.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. I'd just like to say Happy New Year to all of council and to all the new members. For the new members, I just want to extend an invitation to come to the Income Tax Department to meet the staff and myself to help you understand Chapter 718 of the Ohio Revised Code. And I also just want to let you know I've been working with the Law Department, and I'm very happy that unfortunately with the last 2 weeks being holiday weeks, it wasn't able to make it on the agenda today. But the ordinance is written for us to get your approval that we can offer e-filing for the first time. You know that has been on my to-do list for the last 10 years. And our software company was able to create it. And they did ask me 3 years ago to go live. And for the seasoned council people, you know, I had said I wanted them to work out the kinks. So I'm looking at Councilman Thornsberry because we're finally going to go forward with that. So I just don't want to delay or what have you. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to contact me at the office so we can get this passed at the next agenda. Thank you.
Thank you. Law Director Riley.
I guess I would echo the sentiments of our treasurer. Welcome to council. Law department's work, as you can well imagine, is largely confidential. And so I could give you a briefing as to what we do and who's in my department and what responsibilities they have been assigned by me. So you're welcome to come up anytime you want the doors open, and I'll walk you through them that way. But as to those matters which are confidential, of course, I would not be able to disclose them to you, but we have an open door there, and you're welcome to come up, and I'll be happy to share with you how it is the law department operates. Thank you.
Thank you.
You don't follow the rules. It's how you operate.
Auditor Harper.
Through the chair to all members of council, welcome aboard. Some of you I know, some of you are repeat people, and I'm glad to have you back. Same token, my door is always open. If anybody has any questions regarding the finances, budgeting, please feel free to call me anytime. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Thornsberry.
Yes, motion to adjourn.
Can I get a second? Ms. Fallis?
Support motion.
Please vote.
Yes.
The motion to adjourn carries with 2 dissenting votes. Voting no are Mr. Demakia and Mr. Arroyo.
You jackasses. Well, there you have it. I can't wait to go over the first 5 or 6 minutes to hear these two whispering up here. And they did say, our buddy ain't here tonight. I wonder who they're talking about. Pretty sure it's Aaron Knapp. Anyhow, nice to see you watching there, Kate. Darren Petty, I'm out.